Hello, my friend Alexis, who's also in this class, will be playing the mother of Lucas. And to prepare her, I have provided her um, with the faux ABC data that I have provided. And so I have also asked her to kind of create a summary of what she thinks Lucas is like after that, to serve as my second form. So the ABC data and the summary that she has created has informed my interview, which are my two relevant sources of information. I have my FAI form ready right now. It is up on my computer. I will be type. You will hear me typing throughout the video in the PDF that I will upload after as well. After, and then the diversity, equity, inclusion consideration prior to beginning the interview is my client that I have written this data about is considered low income. So as I'm addressing this mother, I will make sure to alter my speaking and tone and try to be more empathetic toward her circumstances and understanding of their conditions and their limitations as well.
Good. I just had a few questions today about your child, Lucas. I did see on the paperwork you'd sent over earlier that he was born June 28th, 2017. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Awesome. Okay, just wanted to verify that. And he is a male, yes.
Yes.
Amazing. So could you describe his language abilities for me? Would it be nonverbal, one-word utterances, short disfluent sentences, or does he have full fluency?
He uses about one word every now and then.
Okay. Awesome. And when he does have those one-word utterances, what are the kind of words that he says? Will he request things, or is it kind of sound like the some of the TV shows and things that he watches?
I think a little bit of both, because sometimes he says more or go, and other times he's kind of pointing the stuff.
Okay. Awesome. And then where does Lucas go to school?
He goes to school at George Buck Elementary School. It's like
Oh,
right around the corner.
great. Is that a public or a private school?
It is a public school.
Awesome. That's great. Is he in any special education classroom stuff there?
Yeah, he's in a special education class all day when he's there.
Cool. Awesome. So, what are some of Lucas's favorite play items or toys or leisure activities?
He absolutely loves playing with magnet tiles. It's like these little magnet things that you put together.
Oh yeah, we
I
know the
think
magnet.
those are like his favorite. We have so many around the house. And
Okay.
then sometimes he likes playing with like dolls. Like he'll get into his sister's stuff and he
Okay.
likes taking her stuff and playing with it. And sometimes that can be a problem.
I was gonna ask. That was my next question. It seems like that might be a problem sometimes. So when he does play with those magnet tiles, does he like to build things, or does he like to line them up or stack them, organize them in color? What does he like to do with those magnet tiles?
I think I see him a lot of time line them up, and they're usually lined up by color, like the rainbow colors, and they're usually like in the same order as the rainbow almost every time, just like long lines of it.
Love that. So cute. Rainbows everywhere. And then is it kind of similar with the dolls? Does he like to kind of just line them up and look at them?
Yeah.
Awesome. And then, oh, one second. What else does he prefer? Does he have any preferred food items or, preferred activities outside of kind of playing with those toys?
I know he really likes juice boxes and he loves chicken nuggets.
Oh yeah.
Preferably from McDonald's. I've been trying to stray away, but it's kind of hard.
It is hard. At McDonald's. And once they learn what that sign looks like too, it's over.
Yeah, every time we go past, I try
Great.
to avoid driving past them.
Great. Okay. So, is your child taking any medication?
He is taking a pill for ODD.
Okay. Wonderful. Do you know by chance, or should I reach out to your prescriber?
Reach out to the prescriber.
Okay. Okay, I can do that. We can figure out which medication he's on. Wonderful. Okay, moving on. So, what are some of his problem behaviors?
He hits his head.
Okay.
Often, like I see him banging his hand on his head,
Hmm.
on the walls, on anything. A lot of times when he's upset, sometimes he'll fall out on the ground. It's just, I think that's the things I see the
Those are
most.
his biggest ones, kind of flopping and that hitting. Okay, great. What is the most concerning problem behavior for you?
Him hitting his head because he does it like all the time, and I just don't know what to do.
Yeah, you don't want him to hurt himself either. That could be bad. That's where your brain is. Okay, so we kind of said it's the top three most concerning behaviors, but we kind of just talked about those two that were the most. So I'm gonna put those. So the self, we'll do head hitting and flopping. And then is there one more that you would want us to focus on, or is it just those two mostly?
He screams when he falls on the floor.
Okay,
So
we can put that in there too. That's always a good one to look at as well. Not too desired, right?
yeah.
Okay, so now we are going to describe the range of intensities of the problem behaviors and the extent to which he or others may be hurt or injured from the problem behavior. So how, like when he does, we'll go one at a time. So when he hits his head, is that pretty high magnitude? Is it soft? Is it not concerning? Or is it pretty hard?
I would say it's very concerning, and he does it like full. He uses all his full force.
Okay. Now we need to work on that soon. Okay. And then what about that flopping? Will he flop from like chairs or tables, like where it's dangerous, or is it kind of just like where he'll slowly lower himself to the floor and refuses?
I think it's kind of so random. Like he'll do it from anywhere.
Okay.
Probably
So,
not. Slowly, he'll like
right.
he's just upset, and next thing you know, he's on the ground.
We'll put that in moderate. And then how's the screaming? Does it last a long time? Is it loud?
It can be very loud, and it pretty much lasts until I give him whatever he wants.
Okay. Okay. Great. Awesome. All right. My next question is do the different types of problem behavior tend to occur kind of in bursts or clusters? Or does any of the problem behavior typically
Like, are there any antecedents, or I should say, is there something that happens before he engages in that flopping or screaming or head hitting that may give us a clue that that's going to happen?
A lot of times I try my best to avoid telling him no. So I notice if I tell him no, it's almost immediate. Or sometimes when you have to wait really long in places.
So that leads me to my next question. What are some of his other triggers? So you said no. What are some of the other things?
So other things is like he'll like sometimes his sister doesn't want him playing with her dolls, and he'll get really upset about that. Or sometimes when I try to get him to eat other things, or if I just drive past McDonald's, he'll get super upset in the car. Those are like some of the biggest ones.
Okay, awesome. That's perfect. So then that will lead me to my next question, which is, do they reliably occur during any particular activities? So like playing with sister and a lot of times in the car, it sounds like.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Does the problem behavior occur when you break any routines or interrupt activities?
Um, I would say definitely for like interrupting activities. I usually try to like have my phone or something readily available if we
Okay.
need to go. Sometimes that can soothe them and like make it okay to go do something else to leave whatever he's doing. Um, Routine. I don't know if McDonald's counts. He feels like he should have it every day when I pick him up from school, and I've been trying really hard to stay away from that. So it's sometimes, even if I don't drive past McDonald's once he gets home, he's upset that there's none waiting for him.
Right, right. Okay. The good news is we are so close, Miss Alexis. We're on our last couple pages if I can get there. Okay, here we go. So does the problem behavior occur when it appears that he does not get his way?
Oh, definitely.
And what are some of those things that he does try to control?
Um, Honestly, I don't know what he doesn't try to control.
Sounds like food is a big one, right?
Yeah, food, toys, his sister's toys, his toys. What he doesn't like waiting much.
Okay, so when these things happen, how are you responding to that? So when he hits his head or if he does flop or scream, how are you handling that, Mom?
When he hits his head, sometimes like I know sometimes they tell me to like try and block it, but it just stresses me out so much. I usually just like if he wants the phone, I give him the phone. If he wants his sister's toys, I ask her please just let him play with it until he's done. For the screaming, usually I try to wait it out as best I can, or like try to give him something else, something different. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it's a long day. He can just have whatever he wants.
Right.
Flopping is kind of the same thing with the screaming.
That is hard. It's hard when you work a full time and then you come home and you got to deal with craziness, right?
Yeah.
I get it. I get it. So what do you and others do to calm him down once he's engaged in that problem behavior? Is it just kind of giving him what he wants so he kind of stops? Is that pretty consistent?
I think that's pretty much, at least here at home.
Yeah, that's all right. We gotta start somewhere. I'm glad you're being honest with me. Yeah, that's okay. I get it. It's hard. Life is hard. It's harder when you have kids who are, oh, excuse me, trying to, tear up themselves after work, and you just want to relax.
Yeah. Man, you don't know the half of it.
Okay. What do you and others do to distract him from engaging in problem behavior?
Sometimes if I like know like where if I really want him to come to the restaurant or go to assist or something, sometimes I try my best to come prepared with like an iPad, headphones, keep him occupied so he doesn't have to feel like he's waiting. Um, Other times I try to like with his sister, I try to buy him his own things,
Mm-hmm.
own toys like that, so that he doesn't take hers. And that's you know,
Okay, great. We are in our last couple questions here, Miss Alexis. So, what do you think that he is trying to communicate with his problem behavior, if you have any idea?
um it's his way or the highway.
Mm-hmm.
His way or the highway.
Awesome. Okay, do you think the problem behavior is a form of self-stimulation? So, do you think he enjoys hitting himself in the head, or do you think maybe it's to get your attention or to get out of something? What do you think?
Um Maybe more to get out of something. I don't think he enjoys it.
And my very last question for you is why do you think he would engage in such problem behavior?
Like I don't know, cause he wants something. Because it's time to stop. Because it's time to go to bed. Like we need to be doing things exactly how we want. Or
Mm-hmm. Does he ever engage in some of these problem behaviors when he's feeling sick or in pain or anything?
sometimes when he's sick, I do see it like increased a little more randomly.
Okay, well, that is all of my questions for you today. Thank you so much for meeting with me. Do you have any questions for me?
I did not. Thank you so much for your time.
You are so welcome. Okay.